Hey guys, it's your girl KeiaClarise. I'm here back and we're going to talk about bloating today. So let's talk about bloating. So 5 reasons why you may be bloated and 5 ways to prevent the bloating. So let's start. So are you going to the bathroom? So if you're not taking bowel movements normally every day, in the morning time you should have to go. Generally when you wake up you should have to go, or after you had something to eat you should have to go. So being regular is a key point. So if you're having some issues with bloating, maybe because you're not regular. So make sure that you're going to the bathroom. Don't hold it. If you have to go, you have to go. Do not hold your boo-boo, period. So making sure you're going to the bathroom. Hydration is a must. Make sure that you're hydrated. So if you're dehydrated, you are going to bloat. So make sure that you're taking in water. You want to get as much H2O as possible. Usually half your body weight is good enough. Just make sure you're taking it in. Make sure that you're getting all the water that you can get. And when I say H2O, I mean water. I don't mean nothing, not no soft drinks, not no fruit drinks. Water. Water is what hydrates you. So make sure you're getting in your water intake. If you're not getting enough, you're going to get dehydrated. When you're dehydrated, you're going to bloat. That's number 2. Number 3, are you taking in too much fiber? So some people take in a lot of fiber because they say, oh, it's going to help me to go, which fiber does help you to go to the bathroom. It does help you to have a bowel movement, but you don't want to get in too much fiber. So for women, I believe it's 20 to 30 grams is fine a day. And then for men, 30 to 40 grams in a day. So that's the only amount of fiber you want to get in. If you're taking in too much fiber, there's a possibility you're going to bloat. So just making sure you're not taking in too much fiber. You want to make sure your sodium intake is not high. Sodium causes bloating, which most people know that sodium causes bloating. If not, you know now. So sodium intake should not be really high. You want to make sure you're not drastically all of a sudden taking in a whole lot of sodium too. So like if you didn't have sodium for a long time and then you just all of a sudden start taking in a lot of sodium all at one set, you're going to bloat. You're going to bloat. So you don't want to take in too much sodium, and you don't want to all of a sudden just go in on some sodium from not having taken sodium in quite some time. So sodium causes bloating. Stay away from that. That's number 3. Number 4. You want to make sure you're staying away from the sugar alcohol. So if you look at labeling when you go to the grocery store, you'll notice some labeling has sugar alcohol. Like I know I see it in like ice cream. I see it in all of those dietary ice creams, things like that. That's supposed to be better for you. I don't know how much better it is, but you want to try and stay away from sugar alcohol. Sugar alcohol will cause you to bloat. Stay away from it. It's not good. Dairy, you want to stay away from dairy. Dairy causes you to bloat too. So you want to stay away from cheese, milk, anything that's dairy. You want to try and stay away from it. It can cause bloating. Not to say you shouldn't have any dairy, but dairy does cause bloating. And if you're noticing you're having a whole lot of issues with bloating, try and look at and see how much dairy you're taking in. You might want to cut back on that. Also, 5. The 5th reason you may be bloating is probably from stress. Stress can cause bloating as well as cycle. So stress and cycle I'm going to put together for women, cycle for men and women, stress. I'm just saying that as number 5 as a whole. There's not too many things we can do about our cycle, women, so we just got to let that run its course. But in the meantime, you want to stay away from all the 4 things while you're on your cycle so you won't bloat even more. And then stress, try and keep that shit out your life. Just try and keep your energy clean. Try and stay around people with good energy, good vibes, Try not to have too much stuff get to you. Don't let too much stuff get to you. You don't want no stress issues, because stress can cause high blood pressures. That's something else. I'm going on to a whole nother video, but you want to stay away from stress as much as possible. It can cause, stress can play a major part in just messing up your health overall. So it can cause the bloating. So just stay away from it. It just throws everything off. So Just try and stay away from stress. If you notice you're in a stressful situation, walk away from it. Do not let it intensify. Don't let it drag on. And just try and keep your energy clean and make sure your circle around you, that energy is clean. I'm going to go into the preventatives right now, clear preventatives. So let's just recap on all of that, what I said earlier. Make sure you hydrate. Sure that your fiber intake is not too high. You want to make sure your fiber intake is, for a woman, is 20 to 30 grams a day, and for a man is 30 to 40 grams. Not too much more than that, give or take. Stay away from high sodium foods. They cause you to bloat. Also, you want to make sure that you're taking in vegetables, preferably the dark green vegetables. Avoid large amounts of broccoli, cauliflower, and also cabbage. So broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, you don't want to take in too much of that. That can cause you to become gassy, which can also cause you to bloat. So dark green, safe side, spinach, kale, you know, all that great stuff, that's great. But the ones I named, try and stay away from those. Sweating. So when you go to the gym, make sure your ass is working out. Don't be in there play, sweat. So make sure that when you're in there, you're getting it in. If you want to, you can go ahead and wear some workout pants, a long sleeve workout shirt, get on the treadmill, do some hand cardio. Just try and get your sweat up, so that way it can come out your pores, which will excrete the sweat, which will, excrete the sodium, if you have sodium, that's causing you to bloat, which will stop the bloating. So make sure you're sweating, it's coming through your pores. Make sure you're getting all of that out, and it just gets rid of all that crap. It helps with the bloating. Also, you can get in the sauna. You can go in the steam room after a workout. That sweat. So yeah, guys, make sure you try and sweat as much as possible. Like I said, doing physical activities that exert your energy, that causes you to sweat, usually at the gym. So just make sure you're doing that. That rids, like I said, any toxins out of you, which rids bloating. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing that. The last thing I would say is stress. Make sure that you avoid stress. So make sure you stay away from toxic people, things that causes you to be stressed. If you're in a stressful situation, try and just avoid it. If you can't leave the situation, try and maintain your calmness and don't let it affect you as much. I know it's easier said than done, because we all have our moments, but you just got to try your best to just rid stress, because it can't keep stress. Actually just can mess you up overall. So it's good to try and just keep that energy around you clean. And if you can't, if you were put in a situation to where you can't, just try not to respond or react, because that's what people want you to do. So you definitely don't want to get nobody that, and you don't want to do that to yourself anyway. You need to be able to master yourself. So master yourself. When I say master yourself, I mean you need to learn how to master yourself in stressful situations and overall in life. You need to make sure you're in control of what you're responding to, and allowing people or things to just throw you completely off. So learn how to master that. It's not easy. It may take some meditating. It may take some overall evaluating your circle, overall evaluating your life, overall evaluating your stress factors or things that tick you. Basically the process of elimination, and learning how to say, okay, well, let me walk myself through this and see what did I do that I probably could have done differently, so I won't feel the way I'm feeling at this point. So sometimes you got to do that, so that way you can kind of teach yourself how to become better at situations like that. You don't want to mess around and fuck around and have high blood pressure and anything like that, because you can't control stress, and you don't want to have that bloating either. So those are 5 ways. I know I kind of mixed it all up in the end, but you get my point. If you're having those issues and you can't figure it out, and you haven't quite been able to put your hand on how to stop it, go ahead and try those tricks and tips and see if it works for you. Also, I'll put down in the description box below a couple of things, supplements that can also help with bloating, and just let me know if this video did anything for you. If you liked it, if it did something for you, go ahead and make sure you give me that thumbs up, and just know that I'll keep uploading. If there's any content you would like to see more of, let me know that as well, and I'll get that out for you. All right, y'all, deuces.